Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Syafiq Fadli and I am from SMK Pasir Mas. Today, I'm going to share with you Unit 7 entitled Transport. So guys, as usual, we are going to use our Blue Pulse book. Please take out your Blue Pulse book right now. I give you some time for this. Make sure all of you have Pulse 2 book with you right now. Done? Alright, thank you very much. Okay, next we are going to go to page 74. We will discuss on Unit 7 Vocabulary and Speaking entitled Transport. Please turn to page 74. Everybody's on the page? Yes? Thank you very much. Guys, today we are going to talk about transport. I'm really sure that most of you understand what is the meaning of transport. But before we go further, let me explain to you the objective of this lesson. By the end of the lesson, people should be able to learn or revise words related to transport. And second, ask and answer questions about which forms of transport they use. Are we clear? Thank you very much. Guys, in this world, including Malaysia and other countries, we have a lot of transports. Some of them are here in Malaysia, some of them are not here. They are outside. For example, we have bicycle. I think everybody knows what is bicycle, right? And I think some of you, maybe most of you, have bicycle at your house. Second, motorbike. I'm really sure, 100%, everybody knows what is motorbike. And then we have plane. We also have ship, horse and carriage, coach, tram, lorry, yacht, caravan, the underground, helicopter, ferry, hot air balloon, and so many more. You can see this on page 74 at the top of it. Can we read the name of the transport again together? Yes. We start with bicycle. Can you see the list of the transport? Alright, it is at the top of the page. Let's read the name of the transport together with me. Number 1, bicycle, motorbike, plane, ship, horse and carriage, coach, tram, lorry, yacht, caravan, the underground, helicopter, ferry, and hot air balloon. Very good, very good. So it is important for us to know how to spell these transports and how to pronounce these transports. Students, let me show you the picture of some of the transports. Why do we have transports? Actually, we have transport to bring us from one point to another point. From one place, place A, to place B, another place. We use transport to make us go to the place faster and easier. For example, I can give here, people can travel under the water by using submarine, right? But normally, regular people cannot travel with submarine. Of course, it is built specifically for army. Alright? We also can travel on the surface of the water by using a ship over there. Okay? On land, we have various transports. For example, a car and a bus. On the air, we have plane. And people nowadays can travel out space right? We can go to satellites and everything. We can use a rocket and a spacecraft to bring people to space. So nowadays, we have a lot of transports that we can use to bring us from point A to point B. And that makes our life easier. Okay? Let's go to the exercise that I prepare for you. Exercise 1. You can look at this on the same page. Exercise 1. Can you see it? Yes. Thank you very much. Let's go and see the question here. The Amish people don't use cars. They prefer to travel the old-fashioned way by what? You can look at the question. It gives clue over there because it gives a picture over there. On the same page, can you see it? Can you see it, the picture and the question? Thank you very much. And the first question, I repeat, the Amish people don't use cars. They prefer to travel the old-fashioned way by, what do you think is the answer? Old-fashioned way. I'm really sure rocket is not one of them. Spacecraft, for sure, no, not one of them. Bus, car, not too old-fashioned. This is an old-fashioned transport. And the answer is horse and carriage. Very good. So people over there travel from one place to another place by using horse and carriage. We cannot see it here in Malaysia. Very good. Now we go to exercise. The next question. Lisbon is famous for its green form of public transport. A green form of public transport, which means it is nature friendly. What is it? Car, bus, lorry? Definitely no. So what is the answer for this question? The keyword is green form of public transport. The answer is the tram. Yes, very good. Now, we go to question number 3. The best way to see the Greek islands is by, if you want to go there, you want to see Greek islands, you cannot easily go by car. You have to go there with a specific special transport. And the transport is, the best way to see the Greek islands is by, very good, because it has the picture over there, it makes you easier to guess the answer. The answer is yacht. Very good. So far, so good. Let's go to question the next. You get a great view of the Sahara Desert in a, if you want to go there, it is a very beautiful place, a unique and beautiful place, Sahara Desert. And you get a great view of the Sahara Desert. Sahara Desert, if you travel by car or maybe a lorry or maybe a camel, you cannot see the great view. You just can see the view, but not the actual great view. You only can see the great view in a, yes, from the sky by using hot air balloon. Very good. Guys, the next question. These Irish travelers live in a, they live in a live, okay? Not go travel, but live. We are talking about transport, but this question is talking about where these people live. Maybe it has connection. These Irish travelers live in a blank and take it with them wherever they go. They live in this one transport and take everything with them when they travel. Basically, they bring their house when they travel. And what is the transport? Yes, it is a caravan. It is a caravan. So Irish travelers love their house so much, they bring it everywhere. All right, and the next question. In London, a very beautiful place. In London, the quickest way to get around is on, if you want to go around from one place to another place, we have a lot of ways, but the quickest way in London is on blank, which is also called the tube. What is the transport? The transport is also called the tube. And definitely, we in Malaysia do not have this kind of transport. But there, they have the tube, or also known as the underground. Yes, they call it the underground or the tube. It is so fast, if you want to go somewhere from one place to another place, the quickest way is by using the underground. Very good. So I think this is the last question. Chinese people like traveling by. Chinese people like traveling by what? Because it's cheap and healthy. What transport that makes you healthy when you use it? And it's also cheap. What is it? For sure, not using diesel and petrol. It uses energy, and it is bicycle. Chinese people like traveling by bicycle because it's cheap and healthy. Very good, very good. So I think now we know some of the transports that are in here, Malaysia, and also outside of Malaysia. Some of them maybe we have experience in taking it, and some of them we never knew about it. But those are transport that exist in the world. Very good, very good. Can we go to the next exercise? Yes, thank you very much. Let's go to exercise 3. On the same page, you can go to exercise number 3. Guys, you have to guess. You have to guess which form of transport. Which form of transport. You can see the options at the top of it. Just now we already go through it. Now you have to guess which one is the answer. Which form of transport carries large, heavy things from one place to another? It carries large, heavy things. So this transport has to be big and strong. What do you think is the answer? Yes? Exactly. Lorry. If you want to bring a very big, large thing, you have to use a lorry. You cannot use small transport because the item is big. So the transport has to be bigger, right? All right. So we go to the next question. Which form of transport transports people by air in an emergency? Okay, by air we have a lot of options. We have plane, helicopter, we have hot air balloon, we have rocket. But in an emergency situation, try to remember, when we are in emergency, what transport can bring us to some place by air? Is it aeroplane? No, aeroplane you have to go to the airport, and that is not emergency at all. So what is the transport? Yes, helicopter. You know, fireman and everything, even hospital use helicopter. Next, which form of transport is a fast, noisy vehicle for one or two people? It is fast. It is fast, even though the road is not really clear, but we can use this transport faster than other vehicles. is a little bit noisy, and only for 1 or 2 people. For sure. Motorbike, all right, or motorcycle. Here in Malaysia, we have a lot of students go to school by motorbike. I just want to make sure, I just want to make you know that you have to take care of your safety going to school or anywhere by motorbike. Next, which form of transport carries people and cars on short journeys across the sea? This transport is so special. It doesn't just carry people, but it also carries cars and motorbike for sure. It carries the vehicle and the owner of the vehicle. So this transport must be big. Not just big, but it has to be able to cross the sea. What is the transport that is big and can cross the sea? But on short journeys. You cannot go from one country to another country. That is too long. It's maybe from one state to another state. Yes, for sure. Like in Malaysia, if you want to go to Langkawi, yes, we can use this transport. What is the transport? Ferry. Yes, very good, very good. And the next one. Which form of transport take large groups of passengers on long journeys by road? It takes large groups of passengers. A lot of people can travel by this transport. And it can go long journey by road. And the answer is coach, like a train. Alright? So I think we know a lot of transport already. In Malaysia and outside of Malaysia, yes. What about you? What transport do you have in your house? I think your father, your mother, or maybe your brothers and sisters have their own transport. Alright? Commonly, every house has a car and a bike. Some of us maybe have a small lorry or maybe a big lorry. Who knows? Like my friend, he has a bus because he does business with the bus. So all of these are transport that we can see and find in Malaysia. And for sure, if we go to other countries, we can see and find a lot of transport, a lot of more transports that we cannot find here. If you go to Egypt, they have their own fast train. If you go to Japan or maybe China, if you go to Japan, they have the bullet train, right? Shinkansen. If you go to America, they have their own transport. You go to London, they have their own transport. These transports are the proof that people improve, people develop, people evolve. Before this, maybe thousands of years ago, people traveled by their feet and maybe by animal. But then technology came and gave us a lot of machines that can make our life easier. And one of them is transport. And it is our responsibility to use this machine so that we can use this machine in the right way. If you have a motorbike or maybe a car, it makes you easier to go from one place to another place. Hey, what about you do some exercise? Do some exercise. Please list down 5 transports that you already have or the transports that you want to have. What transport do you have? What transport do you want to have? Maybe some of you want a sport car. Write it down, sport car. Maybe some of you really likes a super bike. Write down a super bike. Maybe some of you likes a bus, right? Maybe some of you like a private jet. Maybe some of you want to buy a helicopter. And maybe some of you want to own a hot air balloon like in Turkey, right? So please list down what 5 transports that you already have or that you want to have. And for every answer, please make a sentence for it. For example, car. I want to buy a red Ferrari car. Simple. I repeat. For example, your answer is car. A car. You want to buy a car. Please make a complete sentence about the car. I want to buy a red Ferrari car. A complete sentence. So please make a sentence to every answer that you have given. So I think that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and wish to see you soon in other English session. Thank you very much and Assalamualaikum.